Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And if you have not subscribed already, but you enjoy the content, please kindly do so. Okay, and I don't know where I'm going to begin with this one. It's a crazy one. Am I going to make it a single topic or a double header? It's a lot to get through in a few short minutes. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so it's come to my attention. Just found out. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it'll be yesterday by the time you see the video. That Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder have not a one-fight deal, not a two-fight deal, but a three-fight deal. I repeat, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury have a three-fight deal. Signed contracts, 3 fights, not 2, 3. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Damn. Okay, you know me. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. I like to show and prove. No hearsay. Just cold, hard facts. So, who better to tell us but the man himself? The man you see sitting next to. I like that suit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could carry it off, but I do, on him, it works for him. I do like that suit. I wouldn't be so bold as to go out in that, but it does look, I don't know, maybe a wedding? Maybe a wedding? Yeah, but I don't think I'd go clubbing in that. Too much attention. Anyway, I digress. So, let's listen to the man himself, Bob Arum. Let's listen to what he had to say. Okay, let's get the volume up. I hope it's loud enough. Damn, I don't have to start this again. Okay, so, words about this contract from Bob Arum. Not a one-fight deal, not a two-fight deal, but a three-fight deal. Okay.
No, this signed deal. Not only is it a signed deal for this fight, which would be the second fight between these, I think, the two best heavyweights in the world, but the winner of the fight for the third fight, which is already...
The winner of the fight for the third fight. For the third fight. Listen to the man.
Be signed, gets 60% of everything, and the loser 40%. Right now, it's signed for the second fight. Each side gets 50-50.
So 50-50 for the second fight, 60-40 going into the third fight. Is the second fight, is it done in Las Vegas, or would you prefer it in Las Vegas?
I would prefer it, certainly.
We're going to have to listen to that again. I'm going to have to crunk up the volume. I have to crunk up the volume. Hold on. Don't want anybody to miss nothing. No thing. Let me kill the music, because this is important. Let's kill the music and listen. What the hell is this? Get out of here. Get out of here. What is this? Okay, that's crunked up. And let me take this back. Let me take this shizzle back. I want you to listen to this very, very carefully.
No, this signed deal. Not only is it a signed deal for this fight, which would be the second fight between these, I think, the two best heavyweights in the world, but the winner of the fight for the third fight, which is already signed, gets 60%.
Bob, please, take it back.
But the winner of the fight for the third fight, which is already signed, gets 60% of everything. And the loser...
OMG. these guys have gone and signed a 3-fight deal. 3-fight deal. Can you Adam and Eve it? Can you believe it? OMG. Incredible. I'm just letting that shizzle sink in. Let the shizzle sink in. Oh man. Yeah, I think I was gonna see the flow of this thing. It might be a double header now. Okay, so let's dissect that. So desperate. This is my dissection of my analysis. So desperate were they. To freeze out Anthony Joshua that these two individuals, let me move this on. These two individuals, where's Wilder? There he is. These two individuals, so desperate were they to freeze Anthony Joshua out that they only went ahead and signed a 3-fight contract. They went ahead and signed a 3-fight contract. I should pull up BoxRec and show you the amount of heavyweights there are out there. The amount of heavyweights there are out there in the top 10 that neither of these guys have fought. Yeah? There's about 4 of them that Joshua's fought. And there's a bunch of them that neither of these guys have fought, but they've gone ahead and signed a 3-fight contract. Can you Adam and Eve it? Can you believe it? Man, that's kind of foul. That is kind of foul. But you know what? You know what? It's all good. It's all good. Because, stuff like that, skanks like that. Remember the migraine skank? Yeah, it could turn out to be a migraine skank for both of them because now they're both inextricably tied. They have both inextricably tied themselves to each other. Whilst other opportunities to build their resumes against top 10 fighters go asunder. What kind of shenanigans is this? Really? What kind of nonsense shenanigans is this? 3-fight deal. Unbelievable. But anyway, let me get into another thing now. Which, I could make it a triplet. There's so much information at my fingertips. So much information at my fingertips. Okay, so the next part, I'm going to leave that for you guys to digest and chop up. So the next part is that I was speaking to my old buddy Bede today over at his place. And he is of the opinion that Tyson Fury will step aside for some money to allow Deontay Wilder to fight the winner of Joshua Ruiz 2. And I'm of the opinion that Tyson Fury won't step aside. My buddy feels that Fury will step aside for some money. I don't see it. I think he's already said he ain't stepping aside. But the other point of view is that he said that before the cut. Now my question to you, the crew, viewers, listeners, is do you think, is this the second topic, remember, different from the first, do you think Tyson Fury would step aside and allow Deontay Wilder to facilitate Deontay Wilder to fight the winner of Joshua Ruiz 2? I don't think so. What say you? I can't see it myself because it's not that straightforward. For one, if the winner of Joshua Ruiz 2 is Joshua, then Wilder's not going to want to fight him. He didn't want to fight him before. So why would he want to fight him now? If the winner of Joshua 2 is Anthony Joshua, what's changed? He'll have 3, 4 belts, the same as he did before, and Wilder will have 1. Wilder didn't want to fight him before, so why is he going to want to fight him now? Why would he fight him now? What's changed from before? Nothing's changed. So no, I don't think he'd be interested in Joshua. He wasn't interested before. Why would he be interested now? If it is Ruiz who emerges the victor from Joshua Ruiz 2, then yes. I think that Deontay Wilder sees Ruiz as a better style matchup for him. And he jump at the chance. And it's in-house. It's PBC. Both of them are PBC. So he jump at the chance, I believe. Yeah, that's different. I mean, there's a mandatory situation there. There's a couple of mandatories outstanding. The IBF, they want their mandatory to get a crack. That's Pulev. They're kind of insistent on that. Then there's the WBO. I think that's March. They want that to be March or something like that. Then there's the WBO. Their mandatory is Alexander Usyk. I think they're May. They want their mandatory to be fought for in May. They say that unification, undisputed unification, trumps mandatories. And they say they could then say that fighting for undisputed trumps unification. So they would have a strong argument, theoretically, in theory. Theoretically, yes. But in practice, would it play out that way? I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. So, where does that leave us? And also, if you go down that road, then we have another roadblock. Because Fury steps aside to allow Wilder to fight Ruiz, and that's the only one he'd fight, not Joshua. But to step aside to let Wilder fight Ruiz. And then, of course, hey, guess what? Rematch. So if Fury steps aside to allow his cut to heal, which is one theory, because he won't be ready for February 22nd. If he steps aside, although I'm pretty sure the contract doesn't stipulate February 22nd. That was just a date thrown out there, and Wilder himself has already come out and said that Fury won't step aside. So I'm pretty confident you can rest assured that there is no date on the contract. So Fury can just say, no, I'm not ready for that date. We'll set it back to another date. Could be April, could be May. I think the contract will allow for that. Okay, so if he does step aside, which I don't see happening, you tell me your thoughts. Then what about the rematch? Not his rematch with Wilder, but Wilder's rematch with the Ponce Ruiz. You see the quagmire there? The quagmire there? And would Wilder and Ruiz also sign a 3-fight contract? That would be one hell of a mess. One hell of a mess. And I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Running out of time. Running out of time. What a quagmire. What say you? It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comment, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. What another fine mess. What another fine mess these guys have got themselves into trying to play smart. Now they're in a quagmire. 3-fight contract. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. What a mess.